I am Viktor Schauberger. My principal preoccupation was directed towards the conservation of the forest and wild game, and even in earliest youth my fondest desire was to understand nature, and through such understanding to come closer to the truth, a truth that I was unable to discover either at school or in church. In this quest I was thus drawn time and time again up into the forest. I could sit for hours on end and watch the water flowing by without ever becoming tired or bored. At the time I was still unaware that in water the greatest secret lay hidden. Nor did I know that water was the carrier of life or the source of what we call consciousness. Without any preconceptions, I simply let my gaze fall on the water as it flowed past. It was only years later that I came to realize that running water attracts our consciousnesses like a magnet and draws a small part of it along in its wake. It is a force that can act so powerfully that one temporarily loses one's consciousness and involuntarily falls asleep. As time passed I began to play a game with water's secret powers. I surrendered my so-called free consciousness and allowed the water to take possession of it for a while. Little by little this game turned into a profoundly earnest endeavor, because I realized that one could detach one's own consciousness from the body and attach it to that of the water. When my own consciousness was eventually returned to me, then the water's most deeply concealed psyche often revealed the most extraordinary things to me. As a result of this investigation, a researcher was born who could dispatch his consciousness on a voyage of discovery. In this way I was able to experience things that had escaped other people's notice, because they were unaware that a human being is able to send forth his free consciousness into those places the eyes cannot see. By practicing this blindfolded vision, I eventually developed a bond with mysterious nature, whose essential being I then slowly learnt to perceive and understand.